closest and at times most controversial rivalries in all of college football. The two showcased programs from the state of Utah. This game has had its share of fights. It's had its share of feuds. At times it has been a figurative and near literal war. But to most, something about it still feels holy. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Utah Utes, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will have the football first. Utah has been wielding bragging rights after blowing out the Cougars the last time they met.
Yeah, last year was Utah making the big plays offensively. Defensively, they put the clamps down, David. Can they put a complete game together again?
And BYU making the mistakes. They don't usually make mistakes now in a big rivalry game. Can they be more physical and go meet that Utah challenge?
Oh, better look out! Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Cougars want... the tempo. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So Utah's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The option look shows him the stiff arm. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Reads it, fires complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Taylor wants to throw. He's got it. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very... And the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the Holy War between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams play with.
And Jesse, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Snagged out of the air. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible...
Turning it on! He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the Utes look to keep this drive humming. On the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarter. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. End off from the shotgun. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense. Now, intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they breaks into the open. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
BYU right back to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown. Cougar!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Campbell. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and fires complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're open.
Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Utah, 24, BYU, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Ramsey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. BYU lines up quickly. Back to pass on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. At the 35, he's open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Off the play fake. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking for a man, it's Bachmeier. Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Rush is on him. He's past the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch.
First and goal, Utah.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the Beehive boot is on the line, and already BYU and Utah have given us some stirring moments.
BYU. Try to boot it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Oh, he's got some space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds the tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Utes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Past the first down marker and still running. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Utes! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 11 over Georgia Tech. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. BYU right back to the line. Knocked off his feet. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Here's the pressure. Working the middle, it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field.
To kick it away.
And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Campbell. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Can't get him to the ground. It's a fumble. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground. Popovich still get the first down.
Well, the running back really lucky. He jumped on his own fumble right there, and he's going to have to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure on the ball and with ball security.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. The Utes have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Another incompletion. Down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Ramsey. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. Rides to back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. That's caught. It's Ramsey. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Turning it on!
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running to the left. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Yeah, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarter.
Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in week 4. And Utah is starting to assert itself and seize command of this rivalry by building a big lead.
And the Utes are always ready. This is the team that you can always depend on. Rivalry game, week in, week out. They're built, they know who they are, they're disciplined, they're tough, and that's why they're winning this football game.
And I feel like Utah is also one of those teams that's just ready to pounce, right? They're ready for you to make a mistake, and then they take advantage of it, and that's what they've been able to do in this game. They came in with a good game plan, and they are executing.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Bachmeier. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quickly complete. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Leaves it with the running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes who take the crown in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.